Mr. I Believe I Can Fly, Mr. I'm Trapped in the Closet, Mr. Hot and Fresh Out the Kitchen. R. Kelly is sentenced to 30 years for sex trafficking case. 30 years. So I guess he's not trapped in the closet. He's trapped in a jail cell. 30 years. R. Kelly, 55 years old, which is crazy to me in general because I didn't think he was that old. Convicted of 9 charges, including racketeering, violating the Mann Act, which bars interstate transportation of women and girls for immoral purposes. This psychotic, evil individual uses his platform, uses music to be a predator towards young women. The U.S. Attorney's Office did a little memo and said, indeed, Kelly's decades of crime appear to have been fueled by a narcissism and a belief that his musical talent absolved him from any need to confirm his conduct, no matter how predatory, harmful, humiliating, or abusive to others. God. One quote from a woman that was at the hearing, was one of the victims, said, quote, "You made me do things that broke my spirit. I literally wished I would die because of how low you made me feel," one woman said. God. Breaking someone's spirit as a human being, breaking them down, making them feel small and belittling them is what these predators do in order to remain in power. This abusive relationship, where the point where the abuser, those who are getting abused start to feel like they have to remain in this relationship or else something bad will happen, or it's just so evil. The evil of man and the depravity of man that will do things like this to another human being to display dominance and through like his narcissistic traits. R. Kelly's lawyer is the same lawyer as Bill Cosby, told the judge that R. Kelly was actually sexually abused by another family member and a former landlord and should be considered a mitigating factor in the sentencing. Only goes on to show that a lot of this abuse that happens in the world, especially sexual abuse, physical abuse, and stuff like that, there's a pattern. It doesn't just happen out of nowhere, unfortunately. Sometimes the abused become the abuser. That's what I'm trying to say, which is why you need to seek help if you've been abused so that you can stop it. So let me know your thoughts on this. Are you going to continue to listen to music, or are you going to put his music in the closet? Not to use a reference, but are you able to separate the art from the artist? I am. I tend to do that a lot. There's a lot of musicians, artists, actors that believe different political beliefs, believe different religious beliefs, and I can separate them. And you might push back and say, Derek, this is different. This is an actual criminal. And maybe I'll stop listening to his music. I'm not sure, but right now I'm not even thinking about it. I don't listen to R. Kelly all the time. Anytime I listen to R. Kelly, it's completely out of irony. It's not because I'm like thinking about R. Kelly all the time. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that song, or yeah, this song's hilarious. It's not like I need to listen to R. Kelly right now, put it in. But are you able to separate the art from the artist, or does this taint everything he's ever done, including Space Jam? Let me know your thoughts. 30 years. Good. You don't get to be a piece of crap and get away with it because you're rich and famous. But unfortunately, that happens way too much. And I think it'll be really telling the people that come up and back R. Kelly in this moment, especially some of the horrors that were done. I mean, people backed O.J. Simpson. So it's like we live in a crazy world. Let me know your thoughts on R. Kelly.